I'm Attorney Charlie Wood, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer and Managing Partner of Attorneys Title Services, which is a national title company based out of Jacksonville, Florida. In this instructional video, we go over how to read and understand the borrower's closing disclosure. This is the borrower's closing disclosure. The top of it here just starts out about information such as when it was issued, when the closing date is, when the disbursement date is, who the settlement agent is, and of course it's Attorneys Title Services. Also lists the file number, the property address, the sales price of the property. The center section has the transactional information, so it has who the borrower/buyer is, who the seller is, who the lender is. On the right here, it gives us the loan information. It lets us know that this is a 30-year loan term. If it was 15, it would say 15. If it was shorter, it would say that. So it has a loan term. The purpose, this one is to purchase. It has the product. This is a fixed rate, and also lets you know whether this is a conventional FHA, VA, or other, and this one is conventional. It has the loan ID, and it has the MIC ID, and this would be if there's mortgage insurance. It would have the mortgage insurance number in here. Our next group on here is the loan terms. So it shows the loan amount, and this one the loan amount is $200,000, and it cannot increase after closing. It shows that the interest rate is 4.75%, and it says it cannot increase, so that means we have a fixed rate loan. Right here is monthly principal and interest, and this is just principal and interest. This does not include any escrows, which escrows are down over here, which we'll go through in a second. And this cannot increase after closing. It shows that there is not a prepayment penalty and that there is not a balloon penalty. It has projected payments right here, which has the principal and interest amount, same as this, plus the escrows, which are down here for years 1 through 30. So this means this is a 30-year fixed note. Had it been a change it 5 years or change it 15 years, then you'd have a breakdown. If it was 15, it would be 1 through 15 and then 16 through 30 on here. But this is fixed for 30 years, so same for years 1 through 30. It has the total estimated monthly payment, which is the principal and interest monthly payment plus the escrows. And down here it shows you the estimated escrows of $333.34, which shows that includes property taxes, yes, and homeowners insurance. And escrows tend to go up every year as property values increase, property taxes increase. As in Florida we continue to have storms, homeowners insurance will likely increase every year. So this is just an estimate, and this can change throughout the year. So the principal and interest is fixed, and the estimated escrows can change. But on this one, the monthly payments start out at $1,376.63 per month. It shows down here closing costs. These are the total costs that are contained within the closing statement. So that's $7,990.99, and the balance to close after paying the closing costs and applying the loan to purchase a property would be $151,497.84. Our next page here goes over all of the loan costs, and this is section A, B, and C. So it shows down here, or up here, we have an appraisal fee of $450, and these are fees that vary from lender to lender. Credit report fee of $100, lender processing fee of $500, and a loan origination fee for $1,500. Down here it has services that the borrower did shop for. So it's the settlement fee paid by the seller for $395. The title endorsements here required by the lender as part of the loan. It's endorsement 8.1 of $100, and the Florida Form 9 of $197.50, and then the lender's title insurance simultaneous issue fee, which would be $150. It shows the title surge being paid by the seller for $150. So it gives the total of A, B, and C right here for closing costs of $2,997.50. Page 3 here goes over other costs. So it shows here deed stamps paid by the seller, and in Florida this is 70 cents per every $100 of the sales price of the property. We have documentary stamp tax and intangible tax. These are all based on the loan amount. Documentary stamp tax is 35 cents per every $100 of the loan amount, and intangible tax is 20 cents per every $100 of the loan amount. It shows here the deed being paid by the seller, fee to record the deed of $23. The recording fee for the mortgage payable by the buyer for $133. Our next section on here is prepaids, and as you can see, we have prepaid interest of $23.75 per day from August 7th, 2019 to September 1st, 2019. And with this, most residential lenders always have the monthly payment occur on the first of the month, and they usually don't have it occur on the first of the month immediately following the closing. So because this closing was set to occur on August 7th, 2019, the lender's collecting interest from that date all the way to September 1st, 2019. So the first monthly payment due under the loan, instead of being due on September 1st, 2019, would actually be due on October 1st, 2019. So that comes out to $593.75. Down here, these are initial escrow payments, so this is building up the escrow account. It has homeowners insurance of what they estimate at $125 per month for 7 months, and that would be $875, and property taxes of what is estimated at $208.34 per month for 11 months, so that comes out to $2,291.74. And again, this is building up the escrow account that the lender ultimately would make the disbursements necessary to cover the next homeowner's insurance payment, as well as cover the property taxes when they come due. Our next section on here is other, and as you can see, these are all payable by the seller at closing, and these are the buyer's agent and the listing agent's commission, the survey, as well as the owner's title insurance policy. So the next page of the borrower's closing disclosure here just has a little overview of calculating the cash to close and comparing the loan estimate to the final amount, which would be on the borrower's closing disclosure. The loan estimate, of course, is what the lender gives you initially when you apply for the loan. Lets you know if there's any changes. On this one, everything is showing 0 because we created this closing disclosure as an example. But it'll let you know if anything changed, such as closing costs, any type of closing costs paid before the closing, and so on and so forth. The next group on here is a summary of transactions. So we have the borrower's transaction on the left, the seller's transaction on the right. And because this is a borrower's disclosure, we're going to go over the left side. As you can see here, we have the sale price of the property, $350,000, closing cost of $7,990.99, which was on the previous page we went over. We have the deposit of $5,000, the loan amount of $200,000, the adjustment for the proration of taxes. So this is a credit back to the buyer for $1,493.15. So it shows at the very bottom the cash to close. This is the amount that the borrower is required to bring to purchase the property, of $151,497.84. The next page here just has some additional information about the loan. The first one is assumption, lets you know that the lender will not allow you to assume the loan on the original terms. Is there a demand feature? This one does not. If there was a demand feature, it would have this marked. Late payment lets you know that if your payment on this one is late more than 15 days, the lender will charge a late fee of 5% of the amount of the payment due. Over here, is there any negative amortization? There isn't. This one lets you know, does the lender accept partial payments? On this one, it says that the lender does not accept any partial payments. And then security interest, it just lets the borrower know that they are granting a security interest in the property that they're purchasing. The next section over here is the escrow account, and with this marked, it shows that the borrower does have to have an escrow account with the lender. Right here it shows the escrowed cost for year 1 of $4,000.08. And over here it shows the initial escrow payment. This was the amount that was being collected on the closing statement to cover homeowners insurance and property taxes of $3,166.74, as well as what the estimated initial escrow monthly payment amount is of $333.34. Down here there's just a disclaimer, just notifying the borrower that in the future property taxes can change, homeowners insurance can change. As a result, the required monthly escrow payments can go up or down. The last page of the closing disclosure has loan calculations, some other disclosures, and contact information. So under loan calculations, it'll let you know if you paid the required monthly principal and interest payment every single month, the total would come out to $375,586.08. So on the $200,000 loan during the life of the loan for the 30 years, the finance charge would be $175,586.08. Again, the amounts financed is $200,000. The annual percentage rate was 4.75%, which is also on the first page of the closing disclosure. And this was a new one with the closing disclosure. It's the total interest percentage. So what this is it's the finance charge divided by the amount financed. So this one comes out to 87.79%. The next section on here is other disclosures and starts out with an appraisal and says that if the lender ordered an appraisal as part of the loan, the lender is required to give you a copy at least 3 days before the closing. Goes over some contract deals, whether or not there's liability after foreclosure. It gives some information on refinance and tax deductions. And then just gets down to the bottom here with contact information, has the contact information of the lender, the mortgage broker if there was one, the real estate broker for the buyer, the real estate broker for the seller, the settlement agent, along with everybody's license numbers and phone numbers and email addresses. And then has a place for the borrower to sign acknowledging receipt. We hope this instruction video helped you better understand the borrower's closing disclosure. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at 904-260-0105 or email us at info@atsclosings.com.